YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Marc Lobliner here, tigerfitness.com, MTS Nutrition. Rocking and rolling, got my live Q&A going on right here. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're ready to rock and roll. Anyway, guys, the topic today is Kai Greene. There is some rumblings that he might be considering competing in the 2018 Mr. Olympia. And I wanted to kind of get into my thoughts on if he competed, if he will compete, my projections on if he'll actually do it. And of course, what will happen if he doesn't and who I think will win. Now, before I even get started, this weekend is my boxing match. It'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio. You can go there. It'll be at, I believe, Yeatman Cove Park is what it's called. Over 1,000 tickets have been sold already. I've been in boxing camp for 15 weeks, 6 days a week. Best shape of my life. You guys have followed that, seen that. I'm really excited to go in the boxing ring for the first time in my life. And I'll post the link down below when this video is over. But if you want to find it, it's on my Instagram. Instagram is Marc Lobliner, Ohio. And you can get the tickets online, or you can pay at the door. The event starts, I believe, at 5 p.m. 7 p.m. is the national anthem. And of course, at 10 p.m. is when I go on as the main event. So nonetheless, let's talk about Kai Greene. I think there's a very low probability that Kai Greene will do the Mr. Olympia. However, what Kai's shown in the past is, well, you never quite can be sure what Kai is going to do. Kai is an enigma. Kai is also a businessman. If Kai, we don't know what he's doing. I don't see him around as much. Maybe he's not getting the turnouts he has. I believe he is. Every time I look at a Kai events, there's thousands and thousands of people. So I don't think it's a PR thing. I think Kai just really likes competing. He loves the art of bodybuilding. He loves the sport of bodybuilding. He loves, as someone who sat down multiple times, filmed videos with, had dinner with, spent time with Kai Greene on a personal note and become friends with Kai Greene, I will say that he loves the sport of bodybuilding. He loves the art of bodybuilding. He loves competing. He loves getting into contest mode. Kai is a great representative of the passion and the love for this sport. And he's taken his body to levels I don't think anybody else has. The sheer dense muscularity, the leanness he carries year round, the striations, the ripples, everything he has in his muscle screams of hard work. I have never, ever seen anyone with as much I has. Our back workout took 3 hours. 3 hours, and Kai has more endurance than most ultra marathoners. The guy does 2 hours of cardio per day in the off season. Kai understands it's not healthy being 300 pounds year round, so he mitigates that. Kai is one of the smartest bodybuilders you will ever find, ever, at any level, from amateur to natural to enhanced to Mr. Olympia. Kai is probably one of the smartest, healthiest, and I say healthiest because Kai understands the risks it takes to be at his level and his size. And Kai mitigates that with a very healthy diet and also with a tremendous amount of cardiovascular training. So while his lipid enzymes, what is one way to cause and bad cholesterol that are caused by the use of anabolic steroids? Cardio, activity, vegetables, fiber. Kai pays attention to all that. So even though he's eating umpteen thousand calories a day, he does get in the right healthy foods. I've seen him do it. And Kai is very hydrated. The man went through like 10 bottles of water when we trained together. Again, Kai Greene, whether he does the Olympia, let's say he does, for the sake of this argument. Because, again, like I said, you can't really predict Kai. You just can't fucking do it. Hell, you can't predict anybody. I will say that Kai is still in amazing shape. Kai is in fantastic shape. Just stupid good shape. Every time you see him, he looks either the same or always. The line is, what was Phil's biggest downfall? His gut. Gut and conditioning. I don't think Phil came in as conditioned as he could have and should have at the last few Mr. Olympias. I think Phil trains it to the level that Kai trains. I think Kai trains harder. I think Phil trains smarter. Phil trains for longevity. Kai trains because he's a fucking beast. I think that builds a different kind of muscle. I know that's not scientific. I know it doesn't make, any sense and is contradictory to every other video I've done. But there's something to be said about the graininess and density built by Dorian, built by even Mark Dugdale, who used a very to failure type approach. Kai Greene uses a volume type approach, but again, you're really exhausting and expanding those muscle fibers. I don't know if that has any bearing. In fact, science says no, I'm fucking incorrect on detail and graininess, but Kai just brings a level of conditioning, shred, and vascularity and muscularity and just freaky peaks and insertions that you'll never see. But Phil has the most beautiful physique I've ever seen in my life. For those of you who've never trained or seen Phil in person, pictures this in person, what the judges are looking at versus what you're looking at in pictures. And again, you're seeing pictures. I got to tell you, judging Phil in person is different. That can explain the times that Phil did beat Kai when people thought he didn't. In pictures, I agree, Kai beat Phil, but person at those Olympias, and Phil next to Kai in person won. He did. Marginally, the 1 point difference was correct. It was marginally, but I think Phil edged him out ever so slightly. So with Phil's gut, Phil had a bad hernia, got it fixed. Could that have been causing his distension? I don't know. We'll find out. Personally, my hernias have never caused distension. However, if that was the cause, it was fixed. Phil has beat Kai at his best before. Phil was not at his best, and I believe it was it 2014? I don't even remember. But Phil was not at his best. Kai was at his best, and that year Phil won by a point. Age. Keep in mind, Kai is in his mid-40s, whereas still my age, he's in his mid-30s. You're looking at a huge differential. You're looking at a huge age differential. You can point to Dexter Jackson. Ain't beating Phil either. So the bottom line is, Phil has him on age. Phil's got youth on his side. Let's play that for a role. And also, Phil might be getting a year of training in. Money. Why would Kai do this? Money. The Olympia is dead. I mean, the Olympia was born here. Let's be real here. You knew Phil was going to win. Ramy was a long shot. People were voting for Ramy just to have something to complain and argue about. Ramy did not beat Phil. Ramy did not deserve to beat Phil. And, I think the judges did a good job last year. Hype. Kai versus Phil is the only thing that will get people excited. Honestly, Ramy versus Phil does nothing for me. Does nothing for me, and I'm sure it does nothing for a lot of you. So hype. Huge hype for the show, which will help because MTS Nutrition and Tiger Fitness will have a booth at the Mr. Olympia. Actually, just MTS Nutrition. So we'll see you there. So we hope that Kai does the Olympia because it'll bring more people to the expo, which means we'll get to meet more people at our booth because the expo was shitty the last couple of years. And attendance is down. If we get the Olympia hype again, get attendance up, that's great. For once, I think politics is on Kai's side. Phil has been saying some stupid shit. I mean, let's be real here. His girlfriend saying that you're not a Mr. Olympia if you're not Mr. Olympia, if you're a physique or classic or physique, she might be right. I kind of agree. Unless you have a Sandow, you're not Mr. Olympia, but you are the physique Mr. Olympia. You are the physique Mr. Olympia. Powerlift. If you want me to stop talking so much, perhaps you should get the fuck off this channel, or perhaps I should just hide your comments. It's one of two things. So either pipe the fuck down or shut the fuck up. You're on my channel, on my live. And also, did you click on this video for me to just sit here and look at the camera like this? I didn't think so. So bottom line is, and I am saying Kai Greene's name right, because I have sat down and had lunch with Kai Greene, had dinner with Kai Greene, trained with Kai Greene, and I communicate with Kai Greene a lot. Not lately, but I have. So you're a nobody. Nobody cares about you. Nobody's watching your lives. So go fuck yourself. Okay? I'll hide your comments, dude. I mean, period. So at the end of the day, don't tell me how to pronounce shit. If I pronounce something wrong, you came on someone's live to hear them talk, and you said, stop talking so much. Think about how fucking retarded you are. Okay? So here's the deal. I hope to God Kai does the Olympia because it drives more people to my booth because more people will be at the expo. And also, as a bodybuilding aficionado, I love Kai Greene's physique. I love his fucking physique. Love his physique. Because I like freaks. However, if I'm looking from a pretty bodybuilding standpoint, Phil is a better bodybuilder. However, if Phil comes in 1% off and Kai comes in like he always does, 100% on, Kai will win. I believe he will. And also with people's votes playing a role, if that is factored in, I don't know how they're going to do it 100%. Kai is the people's champ. He really is. He's a better poser, and he is more liked by the people right now because I think, well, I love Phil, and I don't know his girlfriend, but I think she's really said some shit, that have just completely put Phil in a negative light. Completely in a negative light. Because I don't think it's fair. Phil's not, 1986 Marconi, I've said this in videos before. Phil's not arrogant. Phil is confident. Phil deserves to be confident because he has won multiple Olympias. Phil is arguably, if you look at numbers, Mr. Olympia of all time. Phil is a great guy. Phil talks a lot of shit. He's not cocky. And this is me speaking on the real. Like, I'm being real. Both Kai and Phil. I'm friends with them both. I consider them both friends. And I would say that Phil is one of my favorite people to hang out with. Kai as well. One of my I don't have a favorite of the two. So I'm as unbiased as they come. But I'll be 100% real, dude. It's going to be because you're looking at just freak versus just the most beautiful fucking gifted package we've seen on a bodybuilding stage perhaps ever. So with that said, let's open. Yeah, I know, Marconi. It's hard to judge people by social media. A lot of people think I'm cocky and arrogant. And, you know, I had a guy online, he does a podcast, and I was actually on his podcast. When it's up, I'm going to share it on here, of course. I'll do a video on it. But, you know, one of my buddies came over and, you know, he's like, you just get to know me. And in person, my wife and I are very simple, down to earth, humble people. But a lot of people think, oh, well, he's cocky, he's arrogant. You know, it's really fucking hard to tell someone's true personality when you see them online. You know what I mean? Like, especially like you look at how introspective and kind Mike Rashid is. Like, you look at him and you see videos of him box over the top talking. I can see how someone could think that, you know, he's whatever, he's something he's not. You know, so Chris Jones, again, a guy who's out there, exuberant, very extroverted. In person, he's extremely quiet, very humble and very respectful. So I think that it's hard to really get a grasp of who these people truly are. Iron did a horrible job of showing us the true Phil. I think they vilified Phil. They made him look like a dick. And they also did the same to my man Pekulski. They made him look like some fucking, you know, Ivan Drago with the science and shit. And it was almost like they made it so you were happy that he lost. You know, and that's bullshit because Ben Pekulski is one of the nicest guys you will ever fucking meet. So I'll say that a lot of people think I'm a scammer. I've never scammed anybody in my life. I've never ripped anybody off. I mean, you know, I'm as real and honest as they come, and we're altruistic, charitable people. So I'll tell you what, yeah, Ben Pekulski is the fucking man. So with that said, do I think Kai can beat Phil? Yes. Do I think he's going to do the Olympia? I hope to God he does. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know. But anyway, it's been 14 and a half minutes. We've gone off topic a little bit. You know, this week I'm not really training. You know, I'm not really training. I actually did boxing camp up to yesterday. Today I started the day with an hour bike ride, and now I'm kind of just coasting into my boxing match on Saturday. It's not a big deal. It's an amateur match. Proceeds benefit the Semper Fi Fund. It'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio, and again, I will link it down below. So anyway, let's go up and yeah, Kai can beat Phil. Phil will beat Kai anytime with the new fan rule. He should compete. He is a huge fan favorite. Did you see Big Rami's last Insta post? Big Rami, a couple years ago, posted some Instagram pictures that were, you can't really tell much in Instagram posts because of angles and everything. Like in some pictures, I look like I'm pictures, I look like I could compete in Mr. Olympia. I don't even. What subs do you recommend to help grow a beard, a test booster? I think it's genetic, bro. I don't think your beard growth with the supplement. Only thing that having fans vote is still majority based in politics. No social media presence could lose, even if he technically has the best physique on stage. I don't like the fans vote. I just don't. I don't at all. I want fair judging in bodybuilding. 1981, in 1980 or 1991, he did not deserve to win that show. How tall are Kai and Phil? Kai is about my height, about 5'6", 5'7". Phil is probably around a concern for Phil, but he did come in condition last year. Stop talking so much, God. That was powerlift. He's an idiot. And it just going down. Yeah, I'm sorry if the video has issues. I can't do anything about it. Kai is humble, extremely humble. Just an extremely great man. Great man. Kai has a bigger social media following. He does, and I think his social media is less trolly too. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Although I did just post my blood work online, right? You know, it is. I posted it on the Lobliner channel, tigerfitness.com/Lobliner. I posted my blood. As you can tell, I'm probably not on anything except HRT, which I'm fully honest about. He backs up what he does, not arrogance, confidence. I agree, and that's concerning Phil Heath. When Kai has to decide for dhea. Love Kai and M2S. Can't wait for the Olympia. We can't wait to see you, Courtney. Did you already answer my question? What subs will help grow beard? Bro, I was on my fucking 14-minute monologue. Calm the fuck down. Don't worry about your beard. And grow your you're fucked, dude. You're gonna have a fucking splotchy beard. I don't know them on a friend level, so I don't know them off camera exactly. Is actually going to compete. Okay. Would you avoid bulking altogether if you've had chronic back hip issues? Been lifting 12 years, maintenance going forward. Well, I don't believe in bulking in general. I believe in gaining lean mass very slowly, as my clients and everybody I've ever worked with or talked to know, 1 to 2 pounds a month in the off season, and always keeping your body fat for males under 15%. So I'm not a big fan of bulking. I'm a big fan of having a time off of dieting where you reverse diet and bring your calories back up so dieting is easier the next time. He won't because he doesn't need it. You know what, Kai? I don't think he's not going to compete for the money. I don't think anybody competes for the money anymore. I think, excuse me. I think Kai's going to compete for his love of competition and his love of. Kai has a better chance with fan vote, but nope. How did you get? Oh, okay. How's Jason doing? Kara's husband since starting with TF. He's the fucking man. We got some epic shit coming out. He's actually flying out to videotape my fight this week. I'm fucking aging myself. And it's going to be amazing. So I'm excited to have him on board. He spent a few days at my house a couple weeks ago, got some epic content, and it's going to be amazing. Kai has no traps. Coming from someone who doesn't even have themselves in their profile picture. Bro, give me a fucking break, dude. Kai has everything. Told your advice, got a hold of Dr. Mondell. I got some fresh blood work done in 12 days. Looking forward to seeing how everything goes forward. For TRT, do you recommend gels, creams, or... Jeremy, Dr. Kurt will give you his recommendation for you. Personally, some to him have gone with the gels. Myself, I like injection better because I don't want any of the cream on my body that can rub off onto my children or my wife, even though it's not that big of a deal. You think Jeremy's going to win men's physique? To be honest with you, I don't even know. I couldn't pick Jeremy out of a lineup, and I don't watch men's physique, and I don't care. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't care. Just means that I can give a fuck less about dudes in board shorts. And that's just my preference. But I also like big butts. Matters. I think if you put a gun to their head and said lift as much as you can, I think Kai would probably lift more weight. How tall they was, the video messed up. Can you say it again? Kai's about 5'7" and Phil's about 5'10", 5'11". Do you think Chris Bump classic division? I have no idea how that guy even looks, nor anybody he's competing against. How would one try to resensitize insulin receptors naturally while preserving muscle? One way is honestly, if you have issues with it, just keep your insulin levels low. You know, just eat lower glycemic carbohydrate. Make sure you eat healthy fats every meal, and make sure that you don't constantly spike insulin, providing Syndrome X. Also, one way to increase your insulin sensitivity is to, well, you can weight train. Weight training is the best way to improve your GLUT4 receptor activity and all that good stuff. So weight train, and also if you try nutrient, excuse me, allergies, try Nutrient Driver. Nutrient Driver by MTS Nutrition will help. What bodybuilder you train with made you the most sore the next day? Actually, I had none of them really. I mean, I get the same level of soreness whether I train with my wife or I train with a pro. When would you wear a belt for deadlift and squats? Is 3 plates for deadlifts and 3 plates for squats and 4 for deadlifts a good starting point? It depends. What if someone can only squat 1 plate? It's all relative to the strength level, and some people don't wear a belt at all. What's up, Brom? Keep up the great work, Mark. Thank you. Every time I go to gain lean mass, like 1 pound per week, 1 day in, and I already gain 1 pound. So eat less fucking calories, bro. It's not rocket science. What time is it there, Mark? I'm in the UK. It's like 12:30 in Chicago. Wanted to ask something. I'm 17, 1.87. I have no idea what those fucking metrics. Stomach stays bloated. If I don't hold my stomach, I look fat. Do you have any recommendations? Look into food allergies. You could be allergic to some of the food you're eating. Yo, Mark, I'm straight up fucking around. Love you, bro, and good luck on your fight. Got it, big guy. Stay humble. Thanks, brother. Sorry I went so hard. Thoughts on cardio every day after a regular workout? Sure. It's good for your health. You'll never see me recommend against cardio. Getting ready for my fight. I've done 3 miles a day. Is TRT covered by medical insurance if necessary? Depends on your insurance. What's up, Jack Cookie Monster? I want to cut fat and lose some weight. Is it really necessary to count macros and weight food? Not look compete or anything? Honestly, a lot of people can just clean up their diet. If you just switch your food sources from like fucking pastries to apples, you'll do good. But to really lose fat and control it, you do need to count macros. Do you have a tip for acne for a Hardgainer? Go to the dermatologist, and if you need Accutane, get Accutane. I took Accutane when I was 15 years old, never got acne again. Look how clean this shit is. Took 2 weeks off training legs to aptly rehab from a pulled hammy. Can you recommend how to restart a leg training program, rep ranges? Just get in there and start doing it light. Go at maybe 40% of your total max, and don't even go near failure. If you could do 20 reps, do 8. Do like 3 sets of 8. Hey man, you should come to NorCal Santa Rosa. There's a new gym that had opened up, fucking crazy. I don't go for gyms because it's fucking waste of my time. Gravity's gravity. But I will go if a store in the area picks us up. So if you want me in your area, go to a local nutrition store and demand they carry MTS Nutrition. Any chance for a sweet tea flavor BCAA? Every time we carried anything sweet tea flavor, it had failed miserably. What about enhanced athlete only selling Regurl supplements? What is Regurl supplements? And losing a lot of their profits. I'd like to know your thoughts. Well, I mean, what they were doing, they kind of had to know it was illegal. So it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that they're not able to make 800,000% margin on illegal products anymore. Bet I can bench more than you, being that I don't flat bench anymore. Good. All I care about is taking care of my family, providing for them, and making sure my employees have full health care coverage and matching 401k. So you go ahead with your bench press goal, bro. You really made it in life. Thoughts on green tea pills for cutting? Well, they're fine, but nothing works unless you do. And get dropfactorbook.com, dropfactorbook.com. Are you ready for your boxing match? Honestly, I couldn't have trained any longer. 15 weeks, my body's completely at its peak. Anymore, I would start decreasing in performance, and I'm going to need a 2 to 3 week deload from this. But I've gone 15 weeks, balls to the wall, 6 day a week weight training, 6 day a week boxing training, 7 day a week cardiovascular training with the equivalent of 3 miles run every day. So yeah, I'm fucked. How to avoid muscle loss when in a deficit? Don't be at too big of a deficit. Only lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, and be sure to weight train with heavy loads. Be sure to overload your 10 ml bottles of Testosterone for $10. That's real test. Can anyone actually beat Phil if he comes in good condition? Is it possible for anyone to beat Phil based off his genetics and insertion points? Yeah. Well, yes. There's always better. One thing I've learned in sports is there's always going to be someone better who comes around. Having problems with thyroid, what can I do to fix them? Go see actually contact Dr. Kurt. Dr. Kurt Mondell. I'll post the link down below when I'm done with this video, okay? Dr. Kurt Mondell is the guy who I go to. He actually ordered all of this blood work right here. progesterone, my TSH, my thyroid, and all that. I do manage the NutriShop here in Santa Rosa. Well, you guys got to pick up my product, man. If you want me there, pick it up. And also, I mean, your customers are missing out on having some really good supplements. Just saw a memorial deadlift video on Dallas McCarver, Miss Big Country, and Rich Piana, RIP. If you want to really do something in their honor, just realize that what they did was over the top, and it ultimately contributed to their demise. So just learn from them that you should not do whatever it takes, that living a longer, healthier, more productive life is awesome. Goals after boxing, we try kickboxing or MMA. Fuck no, and fuck no. I'm going to keep boxing. I'm going to keep boxing. I'm going to keep sparring, keep boxing. If I want to do another match, I will. Is your book on audio? No, I require people to actually read. And also, being that there's a lot of charts and stuff, it would be the worst audiobook ever. What TV channel is the Olympia being broadcasted? I have no fucking idea. 2012 Kai or 2016 Kai? Man, I loved him in the Arnold. He came to our headquarters and did his training video afterwards. I would say 2016. It's funny seeing people try to talk shit to a business owner. Hilarious, right? Is it normal for your bench to go down, right, Wujin? Mark, this is off topic, but I officially got accepted my PhD program of choice. Nick, that is not off topic. Not off topic. Everybody wish Nick congratulations. That's fucking awesome. Thoughts on LeBron possibly in LA? Well, when I start giving a fuck about the NBA, I'll let you know. Are you keeping up with the World Cup, rooting for anybody? No, I'm not really. We've been so busy with Cammie's travel program, her summer program with Super Y, I haven't really paid attention. Opinion on creatine HCl, it is no better than creatine monohydrate. I recommend MTS Nutrition Pure Creatine. Is there any harm in me taking machine fluid throughout the day? I drink a gallon and a half of water with total fat. No, if there is, then I'm fucked, because that's what's in here. Your girls are beasts, killing it. Is they're really strong for their age? Thank you, bro. She's amazing. Is impotence assured when coming off cycle in terms of being able to produce sperm to have your kids? Do you need HT cycle? Again, you shouldn't be doing cycles. You should, if you need TRT or HRT, see a doctor. You don't know what you're getting off the streets. You don't know what's in there, and you're risking your health. Do not fucking do illegal steroids, period. It's a bad fucking choice. If you have to ask that, then you shouldn't have been on because you didn't do your research. What do you feel is the optimal age for putting on size, muscle, and being at peak performance for such a point in your life? We say early 20s, possibly later. Every age is an optimal age. Every age. I'm still trying to get better every day myself. In fact, I think I look better now than I did when I was in my teens and 20s and early 30s. Any new flavor way in the works? Yes. Have you tried Bronchade for ephedrine? No. Big fan. I just want to say you're inspiring. Keep up the videos. Thank you. Any new products in the work? Oh yeah, there's always new products in the work from many different brands. Chest won't grow. Any advice? Keep training it hard. Train it 1 to multiple times a week and do it for the next 20 years. I guarantee you it'll grow. Is it normal for your bench to decrease right when you start your cut because you got 225 on bench, 4x3 last week? We can only get 1. You've been on your cut for a week. It's all up here, dude. Basically, what I'm telling you is to stop being a big fucking pussy. DNP or caffeine for fat loss? Stupidest question ever. How about diet? Dropfactorbook.com. Stop. You'd really take DNP and risk your demise to lose weight a little bit faster. Crazy, I hit 9% body fat since adding the full MTS cutting stack. Awesome, bro. Even though I am lean, I can only see 2-pack abs. Any advice? Get leaner. Would you do an interview with Price Plow? Never heard of him. Hey, Mark, what's your opinion on anal? Some girls love, some girls hate. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think things are supposed to enter the anus. But some people enjoy it, and it's easier to hit the G-spot, I believe, through the anus, which is why a lot of women really like it, and a lot of women get a lot of pain from it. So it just depends on the girl you're with. My opinion on anal is to each his own. If that's what you like, by all means, can have anal. For me, in my current relationship, which is my relationship period, it's not on the table. It's not on the table. Phil cheats every year. I don't know how he cheats, man. Does he cheat with anal? How about dicreatine malate versus micronized creatine? Creatine monohydrate, Creapure, MTS Nutrition. It's $13 for 300 grams on Tiger Fitness. How long do you recommend a cut before you should bail out and begin a reverse diet? I'd rather not see you get my mains calories too low. Well, it depends on too low is. To get really lean, you got to go really nasty. Some people have to go under 1,000 calories with 2 hours of cardio. It's relative to the person. What's your opinion on EAA, BCAA blends? Are they supposed to be spirit? No, they're not. In fact, most EAA products are bullshit. because they contain 80% BCAA. Like nobody really has given the ratio that EAA needs to be. Bottom line is if you have adequate or any protein in your overall diet, BCAA are superior in my opinion. What is your opinion on hormone supplements, DHEA, Fragmental, Progesterone? I believe you should go to your doctor and see what they recommend personally. I'm going to be on, well, I'm on, with my HRT, I'm on testosterone, HCG, and Arimidex. HCG is twice a week at 500. I use Monday and Thursday, and also an anastrozole or Arimidex is at 2 times a week as well. Just keep my estrogen in check in the 22 to 25 range. Boston said that DNP is fine. That's Boston. I love Boston. I consider him a friend, but we don't agree on that, and that's fine because I love Boston anyway. Is EPO more dangerous than DNP? Don't take either. Do you drink black coffee with cream or with cream? I put Ritual AM in my coffee. Your opinion on Nathan dhea, his placing this year, can he beat Phil? No clue who he is. Never listen to Boston. I listen to Boston on some things. I think he has some things right. I comment a lot on his Instagram. I like Boston. By the way, just kidding. Nothing works unless you do. Thank you. One word to describe Mark: savage or stupid. My wife would think stupid. Who do you think has a better back, Kai or Phil? I don't think anybody has a better back than Kai Greene. For women, do they need 1 gram or 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight per lean mass? Per body weight. I like to keep women and men at the same 1 to 1.5 grams per protein per pound. Good luck this weekend. The fight is this weekend. Yes, it's Saturday. I'm really excited about it. How do you think Phil got his bubble gut away? He had hernia. He had multiple hernias. He got them fixed. Does he cheat with anal? Oh, sorry. Any July 4th specials? Yeah, we actually had the shirt on sale this week with 20% sale. And there will be July 4th specials. Lat imbalance, any advice? Keep training them. Do some unilateral with them, being single arm pull downs. Do a lot of deadlifts, and just time. Train each side equally. When beginning reverse diet, how quickly and by what degree should you increase calories? Start with like a 200 calorie increase. And generally speaking, your protein should be where it's at. So it generally should be from either carbs or fat, depending on which was sacrificed the most. And just aim to gain 1 to 2 pounds a week. You're going to have to adjust it frequently. Does cardio after workout affect gains? No, but it keeps you from dying. Kai Greene has the best legs? Yes. Why do protein brownies cookies always come out rubbery? I like your 30-second rest because it's fast and simple, and you're cooking it too much. And also, if it's just protein, dude. There's no fucking flour in it. It's not a cake, but it is the closest thing you can come to cake with having just a protein powder. And make sure you're using MTS Whey. Straight bar or easy bar for curls? I always found an easy bar to be easier on my wrists. Will DHT for hair loss prevent gains slightly? I don't know. I've never taken anything for hair loss. My hairline's the same as it was when I was 15. Your Vegas warehouse is the nicest people. Give them a raise. I think those fuckers are overpaid anyway. Just kidding. We'll work on it, bro. Ritual AM is by far the best tasting product I've ever tried. I love MTS Whey, but damn, Ritual is just magnificent. Awesome. I'm all for it because they're both mine. Favorite MTS Whey flavor? Right now, I'm on a red velvet kick. Do you think you should have refeeds on a cut? I think it depends how lean you are and how long you've been cutting. I have a disability and can't deadlift. Any advice? Fix it. If you have a disability, if you can, figure out a way to rehab yourself where you can deadlift again. Thoughts on worst trainers? Supposedly Rolling Winkler brought his waist down with one. Waist trainers? No, he didn't. Waist trainers are dangerous, horrible, and pointless. How big do you think a bodybuilder like Phil or Kai with amazing genetics could be if they were natural? Look at Doug Miller. I think about 95. What's your opinion on the Valsalva maneuver, unhealthy or not? It's actually what you should be doing when you're doing very heavy lifts. Your spine keeps your core nice and tight. Sergio Oliva Jr., do you think he can be Mr. Olympia? I have no idea. Haven't seen him lately. Thoughts on fat burners? I make something called Drop Factor, and I think it works. What's the good? Thoughts on vegan? No thoughts at all. Out of all the years you have been training and doing supplementation, have you messed around with Anadrol 50? I did try it once. One time, and I absolutely hated it. I took it for 2 days, and I was the most lethargic I've ever been. I'd rather look like Anadrol 50. It kind of scared me what Doug could be if he was on gear. Maybe. Androgen receptors aren't always the best. So he might gain 10 pounds. He might gain 100 pounds. Who knows? Mark, I thought you said Doug was on a lot of trend. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't take me, especially when I say it like this. Taking a partial dose of Aquashed to stay mildly dry during a cut outside, typical 3-day usage. No, I think that's don't do it. You don't want to constantly be on a diuretic. Don't take Aquashed every day. No reason to stay dry. It's not proving anything. Any strength training or power programs you recommend? Anything that I wrote. Would you come out with maybe not under MTS, but in the future, who knows? Thoughts on HD during a cycle the entire time? I think that's the way you should do it. 500 IUs twice a week. New provide for maybe. Hey, do you know anything about chromosome disorders? I'm not well versed in it. After how many days natural testosterone to get back? If you have to ask that, you should have never done a steroid cycle. Go see a doctor immediately. Have you ever tried Clen or T3? I really am not a T3 or a Clen guy. Sorry, I've always been able to diet. Peanut butter cookies and cream MTS is insane. Thank you. Okay, and also my thyroid levels, James Latshaw, came back really well, so I never needed it. Do stevia actually lower testosterone? It has been shown in rat studies to do so, but I don't really pay it. I think it would take a lot to do so, but I use stevia in my coffee and stuff because it has no fillers in it that add carbohydrate. And I'm on HRT, so who the fuck cares? Is Ambrosia any new products or apparel soon? We're coming out with some products and apparel, yes. Best recommendation for improving digestion, eat foods that your body agrees with, and also take RD Nutrition Regulator is a great product. Best fiber supplement, broccoli. How long do you think it's going to take for a ban on SARMs to go through? It's already there, man. They're going to start putting people in jail. Do you watch Nick's Strength and Power? Absolutely. I just watched his video on Phil Heath's girlfriend's post this morning. Also, Mark MTS Dustful Bag was one of the best purchases I made. Awesome. Any trap exercise? I like farmer's walks and deadlifts. I want to start a cycle of tests, but I have natural gyno. How do I take a go to it? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't start steroids. Can you still but I won't. It's not worth the injury risk. I'd rather just do other things. Some healthy low-calorie sauces you lose on foods. Stubbs barbecue sauce is available at Walmart. There's 2 grams of carbohydrate per like 2 tablespoons. Your big motivation, your work ethic is insane. Crazy to find the time to be a CEO, athlete, father, husband, all the other shit at once. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end on that one. It's been 38 minutes. I have a lot of work to do, and I appreciate you guys joining. I appreciate you guys being here. Talk to you next time.